Folks, welcome back to Cartoonatic Ñiúz, the only show where the headlines hit harder than your Wi-Fi bill.
And where Baron explains the world like he's grading humanity and we're all getting a D-.
Crystal, the bar is underground. Some of these news stories shouldn't even exist. Yet here we are.
Today we've got ancient beer resurrected from ice, Maldives grounding Gen Z for life, and Denmark casually turning pets into tiger tapas.
Plus kung fu waiters, PS5 reality glitches, and historians trusting medieval poetry like it's peer-reviewed science.
So grab your drinks, your snacks, your emotional support, whatever.
Because these stories will make you question evolution.
Welcome to Cartoonatic Ñiúz.
The only place where the truth is stranger than Florida. Crystal, Scottish brewers just revived a 150-year-old Arctic beer using yeast from some frozen 1800s expedition.
Baron, that's not beer, that's a carbonated fossil. It's older than every uncle at Thanksgiving yelling about inflation.
This stuff crawled out of the ice like, evening, lads, who wants to hear about the good old days when the sun barely existed?
Imagine ordering it and the bartender goes, heads up. It tastes a little dusty.
Doth it? Crystal, that yeast has seen more failed empires than your ex has seen failed NFTs.
Hey, at least my ex's crypto rug pulled in the same century he was born.
You drink this beer and immediately start speaking like a Victorian explorer. Barkeep, one more pint of frostbite, post-haste.
Baron, if this beer's from 1875, does it still judge women for showing ankles?
Oh, it judges everyone. Back in my day, we drank beer to fight scurvy, not your little adult coloring book anxiety.
I bet the beer complains about smartphones. Harumph. In my era, the only screen we had was the horizon.
Honestly, this brew is so old it probably remembers when electricity was the new TikTok.
Great, a beer that predates light bulbs and probably thinks my existence is unladylike.
Look, I'll respect it if it doesn't crumble into dust when I open it.
Cheers to the only drink in America legally old enough to critique the Constitution's first draft.
Crystal, Maldives passed a generational smoking ban. Anyone born in 2007 or later can never legally smoke or vape, ever.
So if you're born in 2008, congrats, lifetime nicotine celibacy. No cheating, no puffing, not even a rebellious cloud.
Imagine being 40 and getting carded. Sir, you were born after the cutoff. Put the vape down and hydrate.
Babies in 2007 were learning to walk. And the Maldives already went, not you, tiny Anik. Sit down.
Millennials ruined the economy. Gen Z can't even ruin their lungs. Equality? No. Comedy? Yes.
Honestly, it sounds like a wellness influencer wrote their laws. No smoke, no vape, only vibes and coconuts.
Tourists are gonna sneak cigarettes like they're smuggling cursed pirate treasure.
What's in your bag, sir? Oh, it's oregano. Very spicy oregano.
Maldives basically said, you may enjoy paradise but you may not enjoy Marlboro Man energy.
Somewhere a Gen Z kid is like, cool, I can't buy a house and now I can't even cope.
Just wait until someone tries to invent black market coconut vapes.
The funniest part, an entire nation grounded an entire generation without raising its voice.
America wishes it had parenting skills like that. Crystal, Denmark's Aalborg Zoo is taking unwanted pets, chickens, rabbits, guinea pigs to feed the tigers.
Baron, that's not a zoo, that's a Scandinavian Hunger Games, pet edition.
Denmark basically said, circle of life but with IKEA instructions and sustainable packaging.
I swear, somewhere a bunny is like, I didn't sign up for National Geographic Live.
You hand over a guinea pig and the zookeeper hits you with, thanks, Simba's been craving gluten-free.
Baron, this is why Americans don't trust Europe. You guys see a fluffy friend, they see a protein source.
Tigers in Denmark are eating better than half the influencers in Los Angeles. That's farm to table, sorry, pet a tiger.
Meanwhile, a US vegan just collapsed in Whole Foods and doesn't know why.
Crystal, it's biology with a dash of Nordic efficiency. Denmark recycles everything.
Your pet isn't gone, it's contributing to the ecosystem. That's not comforting, that's a Disney villain speech.
Relax. If cats could talk, they'd say, thanks for the donation. Tasted like privilege.
Baron, I'm never complaining about American zoos again. At least they don't ask for your childhood hamster as a snack. Hey, before we dive back into the circus.
Yes, I mean the news.
Hit that like button like it owes you money.
And subscribe, because statistically, if you're watching this and not subscribed, you make worse life choices than Congress.
Also, drop a comment. Which story broke your brain today? The 1875 zombie beer, the Maldives grounding unborn kids, the Danish tiger buffet?
Or maybe the kung fu waiters who can roundhouse kick your appetizers into enlightenment.
We read every comment.
I judge every comment.
And together, we keep this chaos going.
Back to the news, brace yourselves. A restaurant in China is doing full kung fu shows with waiters flying around like they escaped a martial arts novel.
Baron, imagine ordering a burger and getting a black belt combo meal. Comes with fries and emotional damage.
Sir, your kung fu has arrived. Also, I will now helicopter kick your ramen into perfect alignment.
I'd be scared to ask for extra sauce. They drop kick it from across the room like a culinary sniper.
That's not sauce, that's a level 5 finishing move. Menu comes with hazard warnings.
Meanwhile, American servers walk 2 steps, sigh, and say, I'm not paid enough for this.
China's waiters are doing aerial combat over table 7 while ours are arguing about who's covering table 9.
Ask for dessert and a monk rappels from the ceiling whispering, your cheesecake has defeated darkness.
I want that energy. If my food doesn't arrive with at least one battle cry, I'm sending it back immediately.
Excuse me, this dish has zero kung fu aura. I ordered spicy, not peaceful meditation.
Americans would turn it into TikTok challenges. I went to the restaurant and only got a mild concussion.
Baron, say what you want, but this beats Applebee's karaoke night.
Crystal, Sony dropped this PS5 campaign where game scenes literally appear in real life. Giant monsters, explosions, whole final boss energy on Main Street.
Baron, if I see a giant tentacle downtown, it's either Sony or Florida having a Tuesday.
The slogan is "It happens on PS5, which sounds exactly like what every gamer says after yeeting their controller through a TV.
Imagine a building shaking, people screaming, and Sony casually stepping out like, relax, babe, it's immersive marketing.
America already has sinkholes, hurricanes, wildfires, and Congress. We do not need Kratos roaming the suburbs.
Honestly, the moment I see a dragon on the freeway sign, I'm uninstalling Life and returning it for store credit.
Sony really said, what if reality had DLC, but like Nightmare Mode DLC?
Meanwhile, Nintendo standing in the corner holding a mushroom like, we're fun, we promise.
If a PS5 character charges at me in public, I'm blaming you.
Why me?
Because you click every pop-up that says experience more. You're one banner ad away from summoning a boss fight.
Fine. But if a portal opens in my living room, I'm billing Sony for emotional damages and drywall repair.
Historians just learned the entire idea that the Black Death spread super fast across Asia came from a 14th century poem, not research, a medieval dude doing slam poetry with a feather quill.
So we trusted medieval emo poetry for world-defining epidemiology. Amazing.
Apparently, the guy wrote dramatic verses and generations of scholars went, yeah, sounds legit, print it.
That's like basing medical science on a Taylor Swift breakup bridge.
Honestly, some people would absolutely cite her in a dissertation.
Picture historians reading the poem like, the vibes are immaculate, publish immediately.
Meanwhile, the original poet was probably just trying to impress someone named Mildred who liked metaphors about death.
And instead he tanked centuries of textbooks. That's the same level of accuracy as a based on a true story Hollywood movie.
If one poem can corrupt global history, high school English teachers owe us a public apology for all the poetry shapes the world speeches.
Baron, somewhere out there, a historian is crying in perfect iambic pentameter.
And rewriting entire academic papers like, my bad everyone, Jeffrey the Dramatic ruined our data.
Next time we fact-check the Middle Ages, let's not use medieval slam poets as peer-reviewed sources.
Crystal, scientists finally proved the universe isn't a simulation. No programmer, no cosmic GPU, no cheat codes, no patch notes for reality. We're just raw, unoptimized chaos.
So you're telling me I can't blame my terrible life choices on lag? Baron, this ruins 80% of my excuses.
Oh please, if your life had lag, Crystal, at least something in it would be buffering instead of sprinting straight into disasters.
Wow, and here I thought I was in beta testing. Turns out I'm the final release with all the bugs left in.
If you were in beta, the devs would have patched your optimism. It's basically a game-breaking exploit at this point.
Really? Then they should nerf your sarcasm, because that thing is overpowered like a glitchy boss fight in Elden Ring.
Researchers basically came out to the public like, relax, everyone, you're not NPCs, which, honestly, feels targeted at half the people on TikTok.
Speak for yourself, Baron. I absolutely walk into rooms and forget why I'm there. If that's not NPC behavior, I don't know what is.
That's not simulation, Crystal. That's American burnout. Happens when your brain has 200 tabs open and 199 of them say sale ends tonight.
Fine, Mr. Genius, but if the universe isn't coded, then who do I talk to when everything glitches? Like when my car refuses to start unless I smack it emotionally?
Customer support. It's called therapy. You make an appointment, they patch your firmware with coping mechanisms.
Amazing. So the universe has no devs, no updates, no cheats, but it does have a copy. Incredible.
Welcome to reality, Crystal. Premium suffering, zero refunds.
Great. And here I was hoping to press respawn every January.
And that's today's dose of global weirdness, delivered straight to your dopamine receptors.
If your worldview isn't shattered just a little, rewind something didn't hit hard enough.
Remember, like, subscribe, share, tattoo our names on your dog, whatever boosts the algorithm.
And tell us which story wins what the actual hell of the week.
For me, it's still the medieval poem that lied to historians for 700 years.
Mine is the PS5 monsters showing up in public. I'm not battling a dragon on my way to Starbucks.
We'll be back tomorrow with more chaos, more sarcasm, and more proof the universe has no quality control.
This was Cartoonatic Ñiúz.
Stay weird, America.